Day 2 of spoilers. We have about 10, maybe 12 rares, something like that in all. And some uncommons that are actually good. I'm actually excited for, which are helping out tribes that I wish these cards would have came out a rotation ago. When you see them, you're going to be like, oh man, that would have been so cool, before rotation, or even like 2 years ago rotation. Like, it's going to be nuts, but they're going to help out historic as well. Modern is even going to get some boost from some of these cards. This is really cool. Set's looking powerful, and the uncommons are looking powerful. The tribes are looking nuts. Let's just get up into it. I'm excited, man. So, day 2 of spoilers. Here we go. Magda, Brazen Outlaw. Oh yeah, that's right. Legendary creature, Dwarf Berserker. Other dwarves you control get +1/+0, and then whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. That's right. Let me stop right there. Treasure tokens are back. I know. They didn't really go too far, but they're here. Sacrifice 5 treasures. Search your library for an artifact or dragon card. Put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. You can get the treasures pretty quick. It's not going to take too much effort. And it's not like you only can get treasure tokens by doing this whole dwarf thing, by tapping dwarf. It doesn't just, no, okay? And they don't even have to be attacking. That's the cool thing. Just whenever it becomes tapped, you can use it for whatever you want. Like vehicles as well, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. And then here's some, it looks like Celtic, tribal kind of looking stuff. Viking, if anyone knows more information about this, really here, it's pretty cool. But this is the new showcase art, I would imagine. So looking sweet. It's only a 2/1, but whatever. It's cool. And you know what it goes great with? 7 dwarves. Where was this card? I'd say, yeah, where was this card? Where has this card been? Well, it's been hiding in a very cold area. Okay. It's been hiding in a cold home. Okay. So 7 dwarves, as you guys know, I built a deck around it. If you don't know, I built a deck. I'll include it at the end of the video. I'm not going to talk too much about this. Dealt like 16 million damage with this build. It was amazing. It's like almost 500,000 views. Again, I'll include it at the end of this video. You got to check it out. But let's get back into the spoilers. Sorry, shameless plug, but really, come on, you got to see this video. I'm excited for this card. Really, really neat. Then we have Realmwalker. 3-drop shapeshifter. Shapeshifters, man. We are seeing stuff we haven't seen in some time. And I know I think there's a couple shapeshifters right now in standard, but it's only like they come in, you copy another target creature or something like that. This one got the Changeling, all right? This card is every creature type. As Realmwalker enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells of the chosen type from the top of your library. It's a 2/3. Whatever. If it's green and it's a tribe, this is going to be shoved in that build. It's going down. And it's looking like elves are going to get a big boost as well here. Just wait till you see some more spoilers. This card's pretty cool, though. You can, even 2-3 color decks, whatever the case may be. This is really going to also go good with like the party mechanic. You can blend it up with some of that too. So we'll see. We'll see what all happens here. Let's keep it going, baby. Youthful Valkyrie and Starnheim Pirate. Maybe not amazing with the party mechanic. Let's back off. Okay, it's a specific, tribe only. Unless you're bouncing the card every single time. We'll see. Youthful Valkyrie and Starnheim Aspirant. It's a 3-drop on the right. Angel spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Where have you been? I needed this a few rotations ago, man. There's so many good angels right now, just like in historic. I know I'm just speaking mostly on standard, but some of these cards are going to see like modern play. They're going to see some commander play. If you're running an angel tribal commander deck, I guarantee you're throwing this card in that deck, reducing the casting cost by 2 colorless. That's nuts, man. Yeah, you're going to be dropping like normally 5-drop angels, which are bombs, for 3. Get out of here. That is so sweet. And then on the other side here, we have whenever another angel enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Youthful Valkyrie. We needed this. An angel that it could grow. Okay, it's growing. And it's low converted mana cost. It's only 2. We needed something like that for so long. There's not many out there, believe it or not. And Youthful Valkyrie is sweet. Cool artwork on both cards. Loving it. I think I like this one a little bit more. I like the angel wings spread. On my back, I have a tattoo of an angel with its wings spread stabbing me in the back. It's insane, I know. Moving along, we have Ward Chanter, Skuld, and Armed and Armored. Okay, so first on the left here, whenever Skuld becomes tapped, if it's enchanted or equipped, create a 2/1 red Dwarf Berserker creature token. So are we going to see some red and white dwarf decks getting crazy? More than likely. We're probably going to see some of that action. Armed and armored over here on the right, 2-drop vehicles. I know. That's right. Get your cars and trucks out, boys. We're going to the auto show. Vehicles you control become artifact creatures until end of turn. Choose a dwarf you control. Attach any number of equipment you control to it. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's going to be nuts, man. So you can just slam a bunch of stuff onto it, protect it, do whatever the heck you got to do. I like this instant. I think it's pretty neat. We're going to see how much support we really get with dwarves and all that. Time will tell, and how good some of these artifacts, vehicles are and whatnot. Time will tell. But right now, it's looking pretty hot. They're coming in pretty hot and heavy with some of these cards, man. Then we got Valkyrie Harbinger. It's Valkyrie Harbinger. It's a 6-drop. Another new angel. I love me a new angel, man. It's a 4/5 rare angel cleric. There's Cleric getting some more support. It is a 6-drop, though, so you kind of have to run that other card that reduces the angels by 2. That's a lot to ask if you're just going like, hey, I'm going to build this angel deck. It's going to be sweet. I died. That happens a lot with angel builds. You need some good support around them, Flying lifelink at the beginning of each end step. If you gained 4 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. That is legit. So you're basically creating Sarah Angel in the sky every time. I love it. And I like that it's like a throwback to, the original Sarah Angel, 4/4 flying vigilance. Yeah, I know. 4/4, it's crazy. Pretty legit, man. Where she flies, the light of Starheim shines. All right, whatever that means. That's pretty cool, though. So, yeah, 6-drop, big boy, or big girl, I should say. I like the art on that one, too. I'm just so... It's angels, man. I love angels. All right, so anyway, I'm done. It's got lifelink, by the way. Did I mention that? So you hit with this, then you can get an angel out of it just by it's its own engine. That's what's really neat about it. And there's so many ways to gain more life. So I'm sure we're going to see more in the upcoming spoilers. Canopy Tactician. 4-drop, and then a lot of more tribes, not a spoiler. Okay, it's just I wanted to throw it up there because we've seen this before. But Llanowar Tribes 3. It's 3 green mana, and you get to tap it and add 3 green mana. Pretty cool. 3/3. That's a lot of extra mana really, really quick, This other guy, Tactician over here, it's 4. Different converted mana cost, 3 colorless, 1 green. Other elves you control get +1/+1. So it's a lord, which also can do something else, like give you a lot of mana. This thing is cool. This thing is really, really cool. I know, lightning strike, ba-bing. Other elves you control get the +1/+1. I wish it just said elves you control get +1/+1 because, bam, that would be a 4/4 instantly. It have so much protection from so many spells. It's sick. But it does not, and not many lords ever say that anyway. But this is cool. Add 3 green mana. Count me in. That's going to be amazing. Elves, this is going to be played in every elf deck that's in standard moving forward. Just saying. It's going to happen. There's no 2 ways about it. And then slam in some really big beasts on top of that, which we'll get into some big beasts in just 1 second. Then we have Renegade Reaper and Elderfang Ritualist, more angel support and elf and cleric support. Pretty interesting. The Angel Berserker. You Berserker. I don't think we've ever seen an Angel Berserker before. Is this the first time maybe? Flying when Renegade Reaper enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. If at least 1 angel card is milled this way, you gain 4 life. Well, that synergizes great with the other angel we just saw. Count me in. I'm digging it. Okay. Then we also have Elderfang Ritualist. That angel, again, it's cheap. You can, if you have the other one that reduces the casting, this thing costs 1 to put on the battlefield, man. Whatever. Whatever. Elderfang Ritualist 3-drop. Elf Cleric. When Elderfang Ritualist dies, return another target elf card from your graveyard to your hand. If only it said battlefield. I know, that'd be completely busted. So it doesn't say that because you could just endlessly kind of loop stuff if it did that. But it's a 3/1. Easy to get rid of, but the fact that when it does die, man, you get to put something back in your hand, that's kind of cool. I could see some neat little tricks and things going along with that. Not bad. This thing, they kind of go together, not really. They could, though. One day. Moving along. All right, we have Absorb, Identity, and Giant's Grasp. This looks like really familiar artwork. What was that card? It looks just like it, but it's not a bear and it's not a hand. It's like something else, like mechanical. Someone help me out. Gosh, I didn't even realize it till now. Absorb identity on the left here. Return target creature to its owner's hand. You may have shapeshifters you control become copies of that creature until end of turn. There you go. Okay, legit. Return target creature to its owner's hand. You may have shapeshifters. Cool. Okay. Giant's Grasp. This one's fun. Enchant Giant you control, which we got a bunch of new giants, by the way. And we got some other giant tribal help. It's just crazy what you're about to see here. When Giant's Grasp enters the battlefield, gain control of target non-land permanent for as long as Giant's Grasp remains on the battlefield. So this thing, you gotta protect your investment or something. You know, you got to have some kind of protection for this or counterspell. I don't know what you're going to be running, to protect it, but you're spending a lot to do this, and you would love to, just take control of someone else's stuff. That's pretty cool for 4. Not too bad. But you got to protect your giant, because the second your giant dies, this aura goes away, then bye-bye. You don't gain control of that permanent anymore. You lose it. So it is what it is. Then we have a giant wizard. Who would have thought this would happen? It's a 7-drop. Giant Wizard, Surtland Elementalist. As an additional cost to cast this spell, reveal a giant card from your hand or pay 2. So really, this thing costs 9 if you don't have a giant in your hand. Ugh. Okay. Whenever Surtland Elementalist attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. There are some pretty redunculous sorceries and instants right now running around in Standard, and also just throughout the game period. This is a big boy. It's an 8/8. I just wish there was a way to maybe reduce the casting cost of the giant. I think that'd be pretty neat. I think we might have something in Standard already that does that. I believe maybe. I'm sorry, my research was kind of poor on this one, guys. The baby fell asleep, so I snuck away to record while Jax is sleeping. So yeah, limited time here, but really, really cool. That's a big boy. That's a big boy, and we got some other giant stuff to go with it in one moment. Cleaving Reaper is a 5-drop. Angel Berserker, another Angel Berserker. Flying and Trample, 5/3. Pay 3 life. Return Cleaving Reaper from your graveyard to your hand. Activate his ability only if you had an Angel or Berserker enter the battlefield under your control this turn. I like it, man. I'm so pumped. One, I like the new Berserker thing going on. That's probably not even new, but I dig it. But just the Angels. Angels are going to be competitive. They're going to beat the crap out of these stupid rogue decks. And I know you guys feel me on that. Oh, man, there's so many rogue decks running around in Standard. Part of the reason I haven't really made it gameplay in a while is because of that. And Standard right now is just so bland. It's just like, this deck again? Cool, dude. All right, cool. And it just got kind of boring for me. So I went to other content. Surtland Flinger, but I'll be back. I'll be back with this set. And Bone Crusher Giant, they go hand in hand, baby. 5-drop, Giant Berserker. Whenever Surtland Flinger attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Surtland Flinger deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to any target. If the sacrificed creature was a giant, Flinger deals twice that much damage instead. You're talking 10 damage to the face because you're going to shock it for 2. And then it's going to come in, bam, there it is, 3, 4, 8, bam. That's 10 damage just off of this little, spiel right here. Of course, you got to protect it and all that stuff. He has to stay on the battlefield for all this stuff to work out. But, man, that is pretty legit. Talk about closing out a game. That's a giant berserker, baby. We got some nice giants to play with here. It's going to be a real hoot. Plus, there's so many other giants that would go well with this. The only problem is that you can't really use it with some of the other giants that recently came in. With the Croxa, and the other guy. You can't do it because it has to be during that phase, when it attacks. See, Flinger attacks. Whenever it attacks, so it's not like you can just flash that in, the other giants, because they end up dying once you do it, and you just can't do that way. Okay, anyway, pretty cool. Then we have Gilded Assault Cart and Bearded Axe. All right, 3-drop vehicle, Trample Crew for Deuce. Tap any number of creatures you control, for those of you newer to the game. With total power 2 or more, this vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Sacrifice 2 treasures. Return Gilded Assault Cart from your graveyard to your hands at 5/1. I hope we see some pretty sweet vehicles. We have seen some in the past. There's probably a total of maybe 3 or 4 vehicles that were pretty just incredible. You know, some are even banned and stuff. And especially during their standard, you know, just amazing. I think some decks even still floating around Pioneer right now. So pretty neat. I hope we get like another couple really good artifact vehicles out there. This one's legit. Bearded Axe as well. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each dwarf equipment and or vehicle you control. So you just build around all that stuff. Make that puppy have trample or fling it or whatever, dingling and ding it. It's going to be really cool. I like Bearded Axe. I like both of these. Fun. What else we got, baby? I'll tell you what we got. We got Thornmantle Striker and Elf Rogue. No! I told you we'd see some elves, but they weren't be that, or not elves. We'd see some, I knew we'd see some elves. But I also said we're going to see a couple rogues, but they're not going to be that powerful. I didn't even read this one yet. I want to see myself what it does. Thornmantle Striker. When Thornmantle Striker enters the battlefield, choose one. Remove X counters from target permanent, where X is the number of elves you control. Okay. Target creature an opponent controls gets -X till end of turn, where X is the number of elves you control. Okay. That one's not, it's not terrible. I mean, that's a nice payoff. It's a 5-drop, though. It's kind of late in the game. It's an elf and it's a rogue. We'll see what it's all about, man. Yeah, again, we didn't, I mean, that's cool. I don't think it's going to be breaking anything, you know. But it's pretty cool. It's a good card. Remove X counters from target permanent. It depends on what other kind of cards go with this. What if there's a bunch of things that just splash a bunch of counters and stuff? I know we got some other support for counter strategy decks that want to go wide or you know, go tall with counters, just stacks and stacks of them. So we'll see what's up, man. And that one drop, which you get to move your counters. You know, when a creature dies, it goes onto the artifact and just chills there. And then during pre-combat main phase or whatever, something like that, you get to move the counters onto one creature. Maybe this is trying to shut that down, that strategy. I'm just thinking outside the box a little bit right now. But we'll see. Maybe they think it's going to be a big deck. Who knows? Fire Giant's Fury is a 2-drop. Target giant you control gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Whoa, okay. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player this turn, exile that many cards from the top of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of really good uncommons in this deck, or in this set right now, and you're seeing them. They're speaking for themselves. I don't even got to hype them up anymore. I mean, they're pretty powerful uncommons. I'm digging it, man. And some rares are looking hot too. There's the alternate for Realmwalker, the extended art version, pretty cool. Rampage of Valkyrie, 5-drop. When Rampage of Valkyrie enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 white angel token with flying and vigilance. We're splashing out Sarah Angels, huh? Whenever an angel you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. That is cool. That's cool. It's a 5-drop, though, man. Ugh. I mean, a 4-drop, if that was a 3, it'd be busted. It's got to be 5, though. That's a lot of value. And it was about to create a 4/4 white. That's crazy. This is actually really good. Another one I didn't bother to read because I wanted to be excited about it. This is a foul play. It's cleanse it. That's what I'm saying. Tell it to the woman. Jeez. All right. That's nasty. I'm so pumped right now. Orzhov Angels is going to be sick. All right. Moving forward, baby. Elven Ambush and Gladewalker Ritualist. Our ambush over here, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token for each elf you control. You're going to go pretty wide with elves. It's not going to take much to do it. It does cost 4, though, to do that, but I'm sure the payoff will be significant if you got a bunch of tokens splashing out or whatever the case may be. Gladewalker Ritualist. Whenever another creature named Gladewalker Ritualist enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Okay. That's something, you know. That could be nasty, you know, in tribe builds. Okay. We are all. Yeah, sure, man. You sure are. Okay. I like it. It's a 3-drop only for 3. That's good. Whatever. Again, well, that's it for spoilers. But again, these are the release dates, how everything's going down, just so you guys are aware. Set symbol's pretty cool. All that stuff. Yeah, they're going to pause spoilers in just one more day, and then they're going to come back to them again on the 7th. And we might see some leaks along the way. I'm sure that's what will happen. So interesting that they picked these dates, but it is what it is. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by leaving a like and dropping a comment. It helps a lot. I appreciate you guys. And thank you, everyone, for all the warm wishes and prayers and stuff for Sabrina. Trust me, she needs it. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Skadink, skadink, skadoosh.